Hello everyone and welcome to a small SUV that looks stylish, it's practical, it's spacious and it comes with 3 rows of seat, which is this new Nissan X Trail. So in today's video, we're going to be finding out everything in detail about this new X Trail. So I've already reviewed this new Nissan X Trail about 6 months ago, so you can click on the pop-up banner out here and you can watch the detailed review where I've covered everything on this car, but I just wanted to show you again in case you want to just have a glance quickly. So this model is available in 4 different variants, actually 5. So there is an S variant with 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, then there is an SV, there is an SV optional, and then there is the SL, which is the top of the line variant. So the one that I'm reviewing is the SL, which is the top of the line variant. So on this you get the new V-Motion grille out here in the chrome with this newer Nissan badging in here, black color grille. At the bottom more chrome has been given and more grills, and then on either side you would see 2 small fog lights, a bit too small to my liking, I don't know, yeah, you may sometimes even miss them. Then there is this split headlight cluster out here, and then the top bit is the DRL, and then the main headlight is given out here at the bottom, and then you have the turn signals, and then it's a mixture of LED and halogen. So the turn signals is the halogen, whereas other bits are all LED. There are also these vents, which are the real vents, so air goes in and then comes out from the back. Let me move on the side and show you. You get 19-inch alloy rims, which is on this SL variant. The lower ones get 18 inches. The skirting with the chrome strip on that. Then the side mirrors are blacked out, so you get dual tone body color. So the top bit is black and the bottom bit is the color that you select, and this is the black color glossy black side mirrors, which are power foldable, they are power adjustable. They also have the blind spot warning in here. There's also a turn signal that has been given, and one of the cameras from the 360-degree camera system, which is excellent on this new X Trail. There is also one chrome strip that goes from one end to the other on the top. Then you have 2 silver roof rails that are given. Then you also have the panoramic sunroof. I'm going to come to that. You have keyless entry door handles on this, but only the front ones. There are also these arches, plastic ones, given in the front and also in the back, and then you have these tail lights that extend onto the side profile, and then again dual tone body color. In terms of the visibility, it's slightly restricted, but in order to compensate that, and when there are more passengers which are sitting in the 3rd row and also in the 2nd row, there is a camera that has been given. So you have smart rear view monitor, so you flick the glass. I'm going to show it to you once we go on the inside. There is this Nissan badging out here and the X Trail badging, and then when you come to these tail lights, again it's a combination of LED and halogen tail light cluster. At the bottom there is normal plastic bumper that has been given, easy to replace, and then one more chrome strip that goes from one end to the other. And then there are no exhaust tips that are sticking out. There's only one on the left side, and I'm glad there's no fake exhaust tips or anything that is going on. And actually the new Renault Koleos is also based on this Nissan X Trail, so you can click on the pop-up banner out here and you can watch the detailed review video of the new Renault Koleos, because that is absolutely spacious, because that's only 5-seater and it's given you all the space inside that is possible. And there's also this silver color bumper at the bottom. When you open the boot door, there's a button given at the bottom, the scuff plates. There's also a spare wheel that has been given at the bottom, and then you have 3 rows of seats out here. And then these are a little bit on the lower side, these seats, and as you can see, it's more of, even though the space, if I show you in here, it's more of a temporary arrangement that you can use these 3rd row of seats, because most likely if you see in the back there's not much space when the 3rd row of seats are up, so you can put about, I don't know, most of it is occupied by this boot separator and then your fire extinguisher and everything. So in order to fold these seats down, the 3rd row 50:50, you can pull these straps, fold them down, and now you have a lot of space in here, decent amount of space I would say, when you can put 2 big proper bags in here. There are also cup holders normal ones provided in the back for the third row of passengers, and then the second row of seats are also foldable in a ratio of 60:40, but in order to fold them down, there is this thing that is given, so you pull that, and then but I have a child seat in here, so I wouldn't be able to fall down the seats. But again, you can click on the pop-up banner out here and you can watch the detailed review. I've covered everything about this car in detail in that one. Now let me go on the inside and show you the interior, because that is where a lot of things have happened. So you have this nice tan leather out here on the door cards, soft squidgy material in here. The switches and everything feel pretty premium that way. Only at the bottom there's normal plastic. You can put about 1.5 liters worth of water. And then once we step inside, we close the door, switch on the car, you are greeted to 12.3 inch of driver's display on the inside, and it shows you all sort of information in the center. So you can even use these buttons to go through different set of information. You have home, and then you have your drive computer, manual, auto refuel, all of that. You can reset it. Then your 4x4 iTorque, because this is a 4-wheel drive system that you get on this new X Trail. Then your compass, then the media, then your safety systems, forward collision warnings, blind spot warning and everything, and then detailed settings where you can go inside and see driver assistance. Then the personal display, so you can customize this dial on the left side, so you can see information on that. As you can see, as it's changing, different sort of information that you can see. Then there is a heads up display, so heads up display is given out there. I don't know if my camera is picking up, but yes, you can see a lot of content in that one. Also navigation, driving aids, audio, telephone and everything, so you can have that. Then the tire pressures and everything, vehicle settings, maintenance, and yeah, that's your driver's display basically. Then you have the air conditioning system in here, so you have straightforward dial operated air conditioning system on this new X Trail, on and off dial, and then you get dual zone air conditioning system on this new X Trail. 2 more vents given out here, and another vent on driver side and also on the passenger side seat. Then you have the infotainment screen. You get a 12.3 inch infotainment system on this new X Trail. Then you have these widgets, and then you can scroll through them. You can even customize them. You can do lots more things in here. So yeah, you have the home, and then you have the navigation, inbuilt navigation system that has been provided. Decently quick, I would say, but I like the quality of the screen. It's very crisp. Then you have the audio, so in terms of the connectivity, you have Bluetooth, USB, then there is Android Auto and Apple CarPlay connectivity option, then your phone option, and then you have the apps where you can see your GPS and everything. And then detail setting is given on here, connections, phone, navigation, everything, clock, camera and all of that given in here. There are also buttons given out here for the brightness if you want to adjust all of that, then the track changer, then the volume dial, and also there is a camera button that is given, so you get 360-degree camera system. As I said, you cannot select any particular angle, it's just fixed, but however, whatever is given, there is good camera system that you get on this thing. And the one that I was mentioning about is this, so the rear view monitor, the camera feed that you can see. So you flick it and then you can see the digital feed on your rear view glass. So you can even customize it, so there are different options in here to make it up and down, left and right, and then indication, rotation, all of that. So you can change every single setting from in here. Now when you come to this steering wheel, this is a leather covered steering wheel with buttons given on either side. There are also paddle shifters, plastic ones that are given, but this thing comes with Xtronic CVT transmission, so yeah, most likely you're not going to be using that more often. But there are also buttons given, as I mentioned, on either side. This steering wheel is manually adjustable, which is your tilt and telescopic. There's Nissan badging in here, and the right side you would find the buttons for your adaptive cruise control and also the speed limiter and the phone pickup and cut option, then the voice controls and all of those buttons here. And on the left side you would find the buttons for your media controls and everything, and also the buttons to change all the display on the driver's display. Now in terms of the charging, you get two USB port, one type C and one normal port, along with 12 volt power socket, and there's also a wireless charger that has been given on this new X Trail. There are also two normal cup holders which are given in here, and then you have this new gear shifter which is given. Then there is this dial in the back which is given for your different driving modes and terrain modes. So you have the sand mode, then the snow mode, then there is the auto, eco and the sport mode. So you get 5 different modes that ways. There is also, in terms of the dashboard quality and everything, it's pretty amazing. Soft touch squidgy materials even on the dashboard, and out here tan color leather, and then this plastic trim that is meant to look like wood, although it's just normal plastic. And then you have the Bose music system that is given on this top trim, and also on the SV optional version also you get, there is also this sunglass holder that has been given, and then you have this center armrest which opens like a dual door. Then it's big enough to put about 2 half-a-liter bottles and some more storage in there. But overall the dashboard looks pretty stylish in that sense and well sorted out. At the bottom there's more storage that is given, where there's this tissue box, if you see, just to show you how big the storage space is. There's also this glove box that has been given, and then you have the panoramic sunroof on this new Nissan X Trail. Opens quite big, so that makes things quite spacious in here. There's also an SOS button that has been given. There is no slidable sun visors on this because these doors are quite big that way, so it would have been a little bit helpful. And then these dials and buttons and switches, everything given on this side. There are more buttons given for the lane keep assist and to switch on and off your heads up display and open the boot. Now let me go in the back and show you, but first, yeah, you get these tan color seats, leather seats on this new X Trail. They are perforated, but they are not heated or the cool seats. They are only for the design purposes. There are more black color leather straps on either side, strips that are given on either sides, and the seats actually are super comfortable on this new X Trail, which is what I really like. The bottom bit is not extendable, you may think, but there's decent amount of support underneath the thigh. And the driver side seat is 8-way electronically adjustable and also 2-way lumbar control, whereas the passenger side seat is 4-way electronically adjustable. Now let me go in the back and show you the rear second row of seats. Again, the door card quality is tan leather plastic on top instead of the soft squidgy ones. You can put like 1.5 liter worth of bottle out here also. Then once we go into the rear seats, you will find 2 air conditioning vents along with 2 USB ports, one type C and one normal. Pocket storages in both the driver, the passenger side seat, and I want to show you all, you can even put your child seat in here in the back. Very easy to put it in and out. And the best bit is that these doors open quite big, almost 90 degrees, so it's quite easier to get the seats into this new X Trail. Then you have this foldable handrest. Let me fold it down. Yes. Then you will find 2 normal cup holders and a slot for your phones if you want to put them into this one. Again, in the back also you get the same tan color leather seats, 3 headrests. They are also perforated seats, but they are not the heated or the cool seats, just for the design purposes. There are child ISOFIX points given in the back also, and these rear seats are also slidable to give you extra bit of space in case there are passengers in the third row, so you can give extra space for that too. But when there are no passengers in the third row, you can get a lot of room into these seats, and you get the same level of passenger comfort even in the second row of seats. And look at that, the dashboard layout and everything is much more polished on this new X Trail. You also have like a small bit of tunnel in here, and also you can slide your legs under the seats a little bit. That's about it, not too much, but for longer journeys it's going to be quite comfortable to extend your legs, and then you have this panoramic sunroof in here. So this new X Trail is powered by a 2.5 liter inline 4-cylinder engine that produces 181 horsepower and 244 newton meters of torque, and this engine is mated to an Xtronic CVT transmission that sends the power through all the four wheels through Nissan's intelligent four-wheel drive system. And in terms of the power response, this unit actually is very smooth and flawless. I really like the response from this engine, and it feels very smooth in terms of its power curve when you want to accelerate. And also the CVT isn't that noisy, and maybe it's to do with the fact that the noise insulation is very well on this new X Trail also. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the whole power unit that has been given. The response and everything is fine. There are also paddle shifters that are given, but yeah, as I said, it's CVT. There are also different driving modes that you get. The sport and everything makes the car a little more sportier in terms of its response. And there are also different terrain modes like the snow and the sand, and I've tried doing the sand mode before when I was testing this car 6 months back, and it was able to do light bit of off-roading, sure, on the loose tarmac, and also when there's mixed gravel it just works very well. So it can do sort of, you know, basic level of off-roading on this one, especially with the 19-inch rims. It's slightly difficult because I don't want to scratch them. Let me put this in the adaptive cruise control mode, because then I can just explain to you the car. Now when it comes to the suspensions, again, they are on the comfortable end. There is a bit of a roll, I will admit, but they are quite comfortable and they absorb the bumps and the abnormalities on the road surface very well. Clubbed with these seats, it's a very pleasant journey that you will experience on this new X Trail. When you come to the steering wheel, you have an electronic steering on this, and the feedback from this is all right, although a little bit more would be nicer. But yes, the car turns in well and then distributes the weight also quite evenly, and then you know what it is doing. And yeah, maneuverability inside the city is pretty good with this new X Trail. When you come to the brakes, you get 4 disc brakes on this new X Trail, and performance from that is pretty good. The pedal setup is quite progressive. In terms of the safety systems, you get 6 airbags, 2 for the front driver and the passenger, 2 side airbags for the driver and the passenger, 2 curtain airbags on the frame. There is also child isofix points in both the rear seats, the second row of seat, and there is also a 360-degree camera system. You cannot select a lot of views from it, just the fixed one that you get, but it's quite an improvement from the previous generations of the camera system that you get on different models before the new X Trail. Apart from that, you get the ABS. There is also front collision warning. There is also the adaptive cruise control. There is also lane keep assist, the steering assist, and everything that you get on this. You have to keep your hands on the steering wheel, but it sort of guides you in the lane fairly well. The system is quite spot on that way. There is also this smart rear view mirror, which is a good touch, and it's very smooth, especially at night. The clarity is phenomenal, and you know how Nissan has improved in terms of its tech overall on this new X Trail, and also in the newer offerings on different models. Now when you come to the noise and the vibrations, again, that's also very well kept check inside this cabin. Slight bit of tire noise, that's about it, but otherwise, yeah, very very quiet experience on the inside. In terms of the fuel efficiency, from this 2.5 liter clubbed with the CVT transmission, inside the city you can get anywhere between 10.5 to 11 kilometers per liter. It's pretty impressive again for a car like a small SUV. And on the highway you will get somewhere around 13 to 13.5 kilometers per liter, which is again pretty plentiful because you have 55 liters of tank, and then on the full tank of fuel you will get a range of about 450 to 500, which is more or less quite good, and for a week of run it's gonna be enough. Now when you come to the pricing, so the S variant 2-wheel drive starts at 99,900 dirhams. The S variant 4-wheel drive comes in at 108,500 dirhams. Then the SV variant comes in at 124,000 dirhams. Then the SV optional comes in at 133,000 dirhams, and this SL variant top of the line comes in at 148,000 dirhams. Those were a lot of prices to remember, but essentially the price is, yes, a bit expensive considering the SL variant. But let me be honest, if your daily use is just going around inside the city and then just highway runs, two-wheel drive is more than enough, and you can just do away with smaller screens and maybe bigger tires, because the 17-inch rims that you get on the base variants would also give you extra bit of comfort also. Let's not forget that, because they absorb a little bit of bump also extra, so they help in absorbing that too. So yeah, overall, yes, the base variant will be very ample for day-to-day usage. If you want something like an off-roader, also a mild off-roader, then the mid variant, which is the SV, is again all right, because you get 18-inch rims and then bigger screen, 12.3-inch screen, and an 8-inch driver's display that you will get. But yes, otherwise you get all the other features as standard. So yeah, it all depends on your budget and also what's your requirement. If you want a fully loaded car, then SL is the one for you. But yes, that's more sort of, the arrangement. But overall, the new X Trail is very good. It's stylish, it's very smooth, and it's a very good improvement compared to the previous generations. And as a result of that, yes, this is worthy of being considered when you're buying a small SUV, because it also gives you 3 rows of seat and you can fold that and get extra bit of boot space also. But if not, then there's always the Renault Koleos, you can check that also. But yes, that is pretty much it for this video, and actually this is pretty much it for the reviews from the UAE, because yes, this is the last of the reviews that is coming from UAE. Yes, there are big plans coming up, and the next time when you see me on this channel, I will be in another new country, and I'm pretty excited and I cannot wait to share more details with you. But it's been a very good journey sharing with you guys since the last 4 years, getting so many reviews, nearly 200 cars that I've reviewed so far in the last 3.5 years. And with every input that you all gave me, it was just so much more easier to get you the best content, the best reviews. Those were possible. I tried to be as detailed as possible, and I will in the future continue to do this, don't worry, because the reviews will be coming up. But yes, unfortunately they won't be from the UAE, but from some other country, which I will be revealing very, very soon in another video from another place. But yes, if you have been subscriber on this channel for a very long time from the start, then thank you very much. And if you still decide to unsubscribe, I get it, because yes, then it won't make any sense for you to follow this channel. But if you still continue doing it, very, very thank you for still supporting. And as you wait for further updates, that is me signing off from this video from the UAE and from this last review. Thank you for watching this review, and if you want to subscribe to my channel, then you can click here, and if you want to watch more videos, then click here. Make sure to leave a like on this video also and share it. I shall see you in the next video. Bye bye, take care and drive safe.